Get back! You should stop that!
Today, we will be taking you on a journey to a time where evil took many forms, and that is the witch.
The Witch was... Dylan, this was a fantastic addition to Horror Break. I was really impressed by it. I mean, Dylan really did his research, did his homework. He picked something that was good, unique, and surreal. This film is such an experience, so we really can't give anything away. Any interpretations or theories or, whatever else would have to be determined by you, the viewers.
Exactly.
What I loved about this film was cinematography. That's what really got to me. The scenery of the shots in the woods, in the middle of nowhere, in those cabin-like houses, how the family was together, how they had to survive in the harsh winters, and I just love the coloring aspects, the lighting, the gray lighting, the dark lighting. It really showed, it implied a symbolism of something very dark, very sinister, very bleak. It showed hopelessness in the air, in the atmosphere. There's really a lot of hopelessness in this film. Really,
Yeah.
There's no hope, there's no remorse. Everything's dysfunctional, and there's a lot of witchcraft and satanic philosophies and psychological aspects. Let's talk about the psychological aspects now. This is during a time when, superstition was a strong belief.
Yes.
Just elaborate a little more on that, Dylan.
Well, basically, somewhat in the 1700s, many people believe that in witchcraft, Satanism. Yes, Satanism, sorry. And no matter what it was, when they thought it was bad luck, they believed it was the work of the devil or the witch of some kind. And let's just say, if you lived in that time period, you'd be in hell.
Right, you would be in hell. No matter what happens to anyone, or something happens around the town, or sometimes to your family member, your friend, it's the devil. It's Satan. No matter what, you gotta find the witch. You gotta find the devil, the culprit. You gotta burn him. That's it. There's no logical explanation during this time period. This is where the context of this film is, and it's just well done. I think the casting choices were well done. The father, the mother, the younger daughter, the two twins singing, Black Phillip off with its head.
Yeah.
It's so creepy. It's just so well done.
Even the score will get under your skin.
Yes, let's talk about the casting first, though. I think the casting was phenomenal. I don't know their names per se, but I loved everybody. I really did. I don't know if they were English or American or whatnot, but I think they really pulled off the dialogue of 17th century Plymouth.
Without a doubt.
Yes, it just worked so well done. There's no mistakes. There's no noticeable, accents like, oh, they said this wrong, or oh, it was just well done. They really practiced when this was in post, and they executed well, very well done. I loved the dialogue. I loved how they dressed. I loved the scenery. Fantastic.
It was perfect.
It was. Wouldn't you say so, Dylan? They really acted with their hearts. They were actually in this situation for real. They really did their job. They didn't just, half-ass it.
No.
They didn't really just...
They pulled it off fantastically.
Yes. Music.
Oh, the music. My God, is it bone-chilling.
Describe it.
It's kind of like there's this sinister choir,
right.
You have to listen to it.
You get like this screechy violin and, these really creepy opera-like voices, and it's just so cringing and ambient, and it just works so well, and it builds up in certain scenes. There's one scene with Kelb and the witch, this young witch, oh my God, and the way it's shot and closed up, and it's so creepy and so terrifying, guys.
It's so surreal even.
It is. I mean, evil takes many forms, as we have said in the previous episode, and this force takes form of animals, different beings. We really can't say what it means or how it is, but you have to consider the psychological aspects of these people.
Yes.
You also got to consider the superstitions. What did you think, Dylan? I mean,
the way that
as a whole,
how it took many forms.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way, I don't know what to say. They're just well done. executed. But if you think about it, and if you were in this family situations, it would be pretty damn terrifying.
Right, because you don't really see the witch per se with the family or anything superstitious yet. You do see it later, and that has to be up to you to determine what that is, but it is just so creepy, and how even though this force isn't there, it's tearing this family apart. It's accusing them of witchcraft. It's accusing, each other. It's division. It's really fucked up, and it's really depressing times. You feel bad, especially for the mother.
Especially, for the whole family even.
Yeah, you really do. You want them to survive and, make it through the winter harvest.
But then again, the witch loves to feed on depression and division.
Yes.
That's what they love. That's what they crave.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's what you're going to have to consider as these events and series of events is going on.
Good thing back in the day there were witch hunters.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's just so creepy. It's really thought-provoking, very experimental. That's all I really have to say. I'm not giving any major plot points away other than the many forms and everything else that I've mentioned, but it is just an experience. This movie, I would have to say, is for people to watch during Halloween especially, or even the fall. This is the kind of movie you watch in the fall weather time.
Oh, without a doubt.
Definitely, this is for the fall season. It's just fantastically well done. The acting was fantastic. Cinematography, like I said, the way they were dressed, the way they talked, perfectly well done. Amazing job. Editing was well done. The lighting when it was dark and creepy, the forests, and as things moved along, the practice of witchcraft and the tongues. Oh, so fucking creepy. Really, I think the problem with a lot of these possession demonic films, whatever you want to call them, they kind of get hokey and cheesy and they kind of fuck up, but this is on the edge of your seat. This has you thinking, has you questioning, and what's also interesting is at the ending credits, they found a lot of source material to go along with this film, and it's just, which surprised me. I really didn't know that.
There were a lot of records, documents, journals, diaries.
Right, a lot of that.
Indicating about witchcraft and witches.
Yes.
And how certain parts of plantations really couldn't take it anymore. They thought they were cursed, and they had to just get rid of the threat and burn it at the stake.
Absolutely. It's awesome how they took those existing documents and sources and put those together in this film with the casting, the locations, and so on.
In other words, bring it to life.
Right, they brought it to life excellently, well done, no hokey bullshit, no crap. It is just a film to watch and see for yourself. It's great. If you want to see a film that deals with family and struggling and distraught, and also how dark forces such as religion, Satanism, and witchcraft takes over, I think you're in for a treat. I love this film. A lot of people on Facebook, on YouTube, have talked about this film, how great it is, and I think it's very unique and very special, and I think it's gonna go down in history as a classic. I really do. And Black Phillip, fucking creepy, dude.
Oh god.
And the goat, man. There's a lot of forces with nature. There's a lot of forces with the human brain and how we respond to conflict in times like this. But it is just genius. It's such genius. It's beautiful. It's perfectly well done. Dylan, you were terrified at times because you're a firm believer.
Well, yeah,
right.
But then again,
but it makes sense.
But then again, I usually just say it's basic. It's just I think of it as just a historical perspective, and this is just what it was like back then.
Right, but if you're, I think, very religious, you're going to take this literally. I think, and it's interesting because a lot of films do that. I think they do, but for me, it was also I most of the time I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was bone chilling. It was terrifying. It's really something out there. I think this surpasses The Exorcist by all levels, I think.
Oh yeah.
And that's a bold statement. That's a bold statement. But I really think this surpasses exorcism films and satanic films, and it really takes its own roots, and it doesn't fuck around.
No, it does not.
No.
It will pretty much scar you or haunt you kind of for life if you're a believer like me.
Yes.
But then again, not for me at least, because I move on.
Right, but it's effective, and I am going to revisit this because there's a lot of things, I think, with repeated viewings and essential analysis viewers will find more. The more you watch this film, the more you analyze it, you'll see missing bits and pieces and you'll understand. But we're not going to explain everything. We're not going to ruin anything at all for you guys. But The Witch, total recommendation. You know what? I think I have to buy this film, Dylan, because it's just such a great film. You rarely get films like this, and I don't know who the director is, but I will put it in the annotation box. But fantastic, well done job. The Witch, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
You know what? Fuck it. So do I.
Really check it out. Really check it out.
Yeah. I check it out. And turn the lights off.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and just get ready to be, you know, mesmerized and astonished and really thinking a lot, because you're going to be thinking a lot. You're going to have different emotions and different theories on what you're seeing as an audience. So, Dylan, anything else you want to say on The Witch? Anything in particular that we haven't really said?
Well, I will leave you one thing. When the witch takes on many forms, it pretty much does. It usually takes on the forms of a goat, a bunny, and a crow.
Right, but what happens from there on is up for you to see and desire and discuss. So yeah, guys, The Witch, please watch this video, check out this film, discuss it with us in the comments, tell us what you thought. And yeah, I think we're done, Dylan.
I agree.
Awesome, my friend. Thank you so much for recommending this to me. Thank you for picking this. I think when we were thinking of episode 50, and you know, you had a sequel in mind. I'm like, yeah, but then The Witch was like, oh shit, everyone's talking about it. I have to check it out, and I did, and I'm not disappointed, Dylan. Thank you. The next
Anytime,
one.
brother.
Oh, the next one. Oh my God, the next one. The next one is another one that's talked about also. So
Yes.
just get ready.
Get ready.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
Again, see you later. Take care and stay tuned for the next one.